Okay, without further ado, we have the final proclamation, which is Eddie Guerrero Day.
Good morning. Good morning. Representative Rocha.
Thank you, Mayor, and thank you all for coming out here today, whether you're missing work or school or whatever the reason is. I really appreciate you all coming to City Hall. Today, and I'm just going to do a brief announcement, we honor the greatest, one of El Paso's greatest sons, Eddie Guerrero. Gosh, I'm going to get emotional. A legend whose passion, pride, and unmistakable spirit carried the name of this city onto a global stage. And Eddie didn't just perform for millions, he represented us. He showed the world the heart of El Paso, the resilience, our being humble, fiercely loyal, and full of fun and fire. Even 20 years after his passing, his influence continues to shape the wrestling world. And Rey Mysterio, along with Pablo Villa and Roberto Franco, wrote some beautiful anniversary letters and articles towards Eddie's 20th anniversary. It's still felt in every young wrestler striving to find their identity, as you can see today. And I just want to recognize really quick before I read the proclamation, we have Los Cobardes in-house. That is the royalty of Lucha Libre that started in Juarez. We have our Jefferson High School wrestling team along with the principal and the coach, which is where Eddie wrestled. We also have Ivy. I know she's over here also, professional wrestler as well. We have our Lincoln Park Conservation Committee. I know Hector is here with there he is. I was like, I couldn't see you with Gabriel. Thank you for being here. And we have Eddie's daughter accepting the proclamation today, and along with family. So I'll give you all a chance here, but let me take some time to read the proclamation. Whereas Eduardo Eddie Guerrero, born on October 9th, 1967 in El Paso, Texas, rose from humble beginnings to become one of the most beloved and influential professional wrestlers in the world, proudly representing his hometown throughout his storied career. And whereas a graduate of Jefferson High School and a proud member of the legendary Guerrero wrestling family, Eddie carried forward a legacy of excellence, charisma, and pride that began with his father, Gory Guerrero. He remained deeply connected to his El Paso roots, often visiting local schools to share his story, motivate students, and encourage them to pursue their dreams, reminding young athletes that with determination and heart, anything is possible. Whereas known to millions around the world as Latino Heat, Eddie captivated audiences with his humor, passion, and unmatched in-ring talent, earning numerous championships, including becoming the first Mexican-American to win WWE Championship in 2004. And inspiring countless fans through his signature motto, I lie, I cheat, I steal. And his proud cultural rallying cry. Very good. And whereas in January 2006, the city of El Paso posthumously honored Eddie Guerrero, presenting his family with keys to the city and awarding him the Star on the Mountain, the city's highest civic recognition. In tribute to his contribution to sports and culture, and his legacy was further celebrated through his induction into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2006 and the El Paso Athletic Hall of Fame in 2023, reflecting his impact both globally and within his hometown community. And whereas beyond his athletic triumphs, Eddie Guerrero's journey of faith, redemption, and perseverance made him a symbol of humility, resilience, and hope. proving that true strength lies not only in victory, but in overcoming adversity. And the city of El Paso proudly honors Eddie Guerrero's enduring legacy as a hometown hero and cultural icon, whose passion continues to inspire generations of athletes, performers, and fans, keeping his fighting spirit alive in the hearts of his community. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed by the mayor and city council of El Paso that November 18th shall be known as Eddie Guerrero Day. Signed by the Honorable Mayor Renard Johnson.
Good morning.
Good
Cheryl-Lynn.
morning. I'm good. I'm
You
blessed.
good?
Yes, I'm so happy to be here.
We're glad to have you here.
Thank you.
You want to say a few things?
Yeah, absolutely. Before I start anything, I want to thank the mayor of El Paso, Renard Johnson, Councilwoman Diana Maldonado Rocha, Office of District 3, for allowing us to name November 18th Eddie Guerrero Day. To the city of El Paso and anyone who took their time to travel, meet us in person, or tune in online, thank you so much. I want to give a special thank you to Chris Rojas, Julio Vera, and her team from the Office of District 3, Jesse and Melody, City Council, and city staff for putting this together. I truly could not have done this without your love and passion for my dad and your admirable dedication to putting on a memorable event that will truly be part of history. Lastly, if you knew my dad, you knew that God was at the forefront and center of everything he did. So I want to give all the glory to God for allowing my dad to become the man that we all came to know and love. From his trials and testimonies, his laughter and his smiles, and the very reason we are all gathered here today, the great Eddie Guerrero. When you hear or learn about Eddie Guerrero, we know he went through tough times. We knew wrestling was his ultimate passion, but most importantly, we knew his love for the city of El Paso and the people in it. Whether he was traveling and telling people about the city or coming home to meeting El Paso natives, my dad lit up, and he truly had his cup filled when doing so. He stood up, and he stood for the people in and around El Paso, along and across the borders. My dad stood for you. He supported you, and he loved El Paso and the people here. I remember traveling here when I was younger, to then living here with my mom and my sister from middle school and on. I did not have to grow up to know that there was something special about this place. You can say that out of everywhere we lived, no place has felt more like home than this city of El Paso, Texas. It felt like home from the mere fact of feeling the love from the city everywhere we went, to the memories my dad left behind that my family and I can truly say we cherish seeing, experiencing, and hearing all about. If it was not for living in El Paso, I would not have been able to truly get to know the person that my dad was. From stories of people who knew him running around as a kid, teachers who went to school with him, or locals who got to hear him speak at events, it was never limited to just the memories of him being a wrestler. It ranged from the memories of him being a high school student at Jefferson High. It was the advice he gave to people that he was able to pass on to my sisters and I. It was that they witnessed him being Eddie Guerrero outside of the ring. When my dad knew he had to come home to El Paso to find himself again, that very much solidified the importance of El Paso, Texas. To know what being a Guerrero means is to know it is not easy. It is far from it. It is rewarding, but we are built with a grit and a fight that we do not let up. Contrary to that, whenever my dad came here, he was calm, he was at peace, and he was purely in the moment. There was something about him looking over the Cielo Vista parking lot at the sunset when we would visit my grandmother, or how happy he would be to just driving around the city. He just wanted to embrace the people, the culture, and everything that El Paso is. Fortunately, I really do not think I can say the words, if my dad was here, because I'm looking at this crowd, and he truly is. El Paso is a catalyst in keeping my father's name alive, and I, along with my family, have admired witnessing the love and passion the city holds for him and for the Guerreros in general. I love that people know my dad's heart inside and out to know what he truly stood for. My dad loved wrestling, but it was more than just wrestling. It was not even about having everything either. He wanted the opportunity to do his best and to show others that it is absolutely possible what you set your heart to. Now, as I start my wrestling journey as a third-generation Guerrero, not only do I plan to carry on the wrestling legacy, but I vow to be the next Guerrero that implements and reflects the heart and person that my dad was in the ring and outside of the ring. November 13th, I lost a father, but we all lost somebody we looked up to. Being here today, I think we can say Eddie Guerrero is more than alive, and he still lives on. And I hope that when you all think of Eddie Guerrero, you know, and you think of how much he loved El Paso. Thank you, and viva la raza!